Hello everybody, it is Emery48 here and welcome back to another Star Wars video. Today we are going through the Legends timeline with Yoda, Dark Rendezvous by Sean Stewart. It takes place in 19 BBY, and it's 3 years after Jedi Trial. I kind of accidentally skipped a little bit in the Legends timeline, so we'll have to go back and continue on 22 BBY after this. Chapter 1. As night began on Coruscant, Padmé watched the landing platform next to the Jedi Temple, hoping to see Anakin return. Jedi Master Jai Maruk landed at the Jedi Temple and returned the ship he was in during a fight to Chief Technician Boz Adel. Maruk needed to speak with the Jedi Council immediately. Boz noticed a lightsaber burn on Maruk's face. Jedi Masters Elena, Zan, Mace Windu, and Yoda gathered to listen to Maruk's message. Malreaux had been captured and injured by Ventress while trailing a suspicious ship to Vajun. There he was taken prisoner and brought in front of Dooku. Malreaux was given a shell of some kind and was told to tell the Jedi Council that Dooku wants peace. In a conversation between Dooku and Yoda 63 years earlier, the pair had used a hermit crab and its shell as a metaphor of Dooku and his path with the Jedi. Dooku was worried that one day he would outgrow the Jedi and the Temple. Yoda and Mace Windu contemplated Dooku's offer of peace and wanting to come home to the shell of the Temple. They are skeptical of Dooku's sincerity. We are still in a weird spot in the timeline, as this is before Dooku and Ventress betray each other, meaning I don't think the book actually takes place in 19 BBY, so I might still be reading it in the right spot anyway. Ventress brought Dooku the hand and broken lightsaber of the 16th Jedi she has killed, Zhang Li. Ventress asked Dooku to make her his apprentice. He refused, saying she would grow too powerful and betray him, then reminded her of her place with a strike of Force lightning. Dooku spoke with Sidious, who told him not to help the Troxar delegation as they wanted to surrender to the clones. Just promise reinforcements and never send them. An odd old lady with a fox used a secret tunnel to get to the room Dooku and Ventress had spoken in. They found the blood spot from Zhang's hand, and the woman said the baby is coming home, so they have to clean the baby's room. The fox licked the tile clean of the blood. Yoda sent back a wax candle. Dooku told Sidious about his bait for Yoda. He plans to kill Yoda and deliver his head to Sidious. Sidious thinks Dooku still has a student's love for his former master. Dooku is jealous of Sidious's attention to Skywalker's progress and strength in the Force. Chapter 2. Master Max Leem delivered Dooku's response to Yoda. It was Zhang's lightsaber, with a hollow recording from Dooku asking to meet Yoda and that Jai Maruk knew the way to Dooku. Leem's apprentice, Wee, had a nightmare where he and another apprentice, Scout, were both injured by Ventress's blade. Ventress told Wee to kiss Scout. Leem had felt a disturbance in the Force and woke Wee to make sure he was alright. He told her it was just a bad dream and he was fine. Wee knows because none of his visions pass in age not much older than he is now that his death is near. Chapter 3. Scout is a nickname. Her full name is Elizabeth and Wendung Esterhazy. Scout and other apprentices are ready to start a sparring tournament, which seems to be an annual event. Master Zan announced the pairings for the first round. Scout will face Pax Chiswick. Scout won the fight. Some thought she cheated, but Master Zan did not see a reason to overturn the results, as no rules had been broken. Scout had won by pinning Pax in a handshake after he struck her with a training lightsaber. Scout is not as adept with the Force as most Padawans, so she uses other tactics. Scout's second round opponent is against Hannah, one of the apprentices who wanted Scout to be disqualified after her first fight. The lights will be off for their second round spar. Scout won by grabbing Hannah's training lightsaber, pulling her to the ground, and putting Hannah in a chokehold. Scout was hurt but had won, and is now headed to the infirmary between rounds. Chapter 4. Wee has also advanced out of the second round. Yoda and Jai Maruk have a bet on the tournament. If Scout loses in round 3, the top 8, Yoda will send her to the agricultural corps like many think is right. If Scout wins the whole tournament, then Jai must take her as his Padawan. The top 8 round will be a free-for-all in the dining hall just as meal service was ending. Scout was able to quickly dispatch Ciceri Deo with another chokehold. She was on him too quick for him to mount any successful defense. The last 2 contestants were Wee and Scout. Wee had a flashback to his dream and ultimately lost because he did not want to hurt Scout badly, and she was able to counter on that and win the spar. Chapter 5. Scout has become Jai Maruk's Padawan. Yoda wants to speak with Master Leem and Wee in the infirmary where Scout is being tended to. Yoda is going to take Jai, Scout, Leem, and Wee with him on his secret mission. Wee is certain this is where his dream will become reality. I'm pretty sure the baby the old woman spoke of was Wee. Wee's dad had gone mad, same as the man that had previously owned the house Dooku occupies, as well as most of the planet's population. Wee's mother gave him up to the temple so he would stay safe, and now he is returning. Sidious called Dooku, alerting him that Yoda is preparing to leave Coruscant. The old lady's name is Worry, and Dooku knows of her existence. She can see the future. She told Dooku his future holds a death from a high place. Peleus Chuff, an actor under 1 meter tall, was hired to be a fake Yoda, disguising Yoda's true mission. Fidelis and Solus are 2 droids. They spotted Jai, Leem, Scout, and Wee leave the temple with an R2 unit. I think Yoda is hidden in the shell of said R2 unit. One of the 4 is Fidelis's target. Ventress is in Coruscant space waiting for Yoda's ship. Jai, Leem, Wee, Scout, and Yoda are flying commercial on multiple flights to Vajun. Jai got randomly selected for an extra search after talking back to one of the guards as they went through security. Maruk quietly told the guard he was a Jedi when they brought up the fact he was born on another planet currently under Separatist control. They didn't believe a Jedi would fly commercial and he wants him to talk to their supervisor, which is normally a 2-hour wait. Yoda's R2 disguise is being watched by a Republic security R2 unit. Leem's security guard recognized the scan image of her lightsaber and knew she was a Jedi and wanted to help. She convinced him that the Force had made sure he was working that booth at that time to help her through security. Evan Chan was getting drunk in a bathroom to calm his nerves when Yoda's R2 came in, chased by the security R2 unit. Yoda's went into a stall and flew out of it when the security droid entered, locking the door and leaving the bathroom. Evan dumped out the rest of his flask and swore off the drink. Chapter 6. Ventress, following Chuff all the way to Ithor, realizing by his flying and shooting that he was not the real Yoda, she pulled him in with a tractor beam and seems to plan to still kill him, as it would surely confuse the Republic. Obi-Wan and Anakin are on Arcania trying to convince Sarifa Altunin to not leave the Jedi Order. She claims the Jedi and the Republic have lost their way. She will still protect people and be one with the Force, but not follow the Jedi Order any longer. They were unsuccessful. Obi-Wan and Anakin heard a news report of Yoda's death. Padmé also heard the news of Yoda's death and is headed to the Chancellor's office for the most up-to-date information, as she seemed skeptical. Mace Windu spoke with Palpatine, who knows the killed Yoda was a decoy, but does not want to release that information yet, as it could hinder Yoda's true mission to Vajun. Senator Orn Free Ta of Ryloth has proposed the control of security shift from the Jedi Order, which seemingly can't protect itself with the death of its Grand Master, to the Chancellor and the Senate. The roar of applause makes it seem like it will pass. Solus was aboard the same ship as Jai, Leem, Scout, Wee, and Yoda. Solus went up to Scout and told her the crew had found something of hers and it is in the Lost and Found. Scout followed Solus. Wee continued on his mission to get food for Yoda. Fidelis went up to Wee after he collected the food and called him by name. Wee was very concerned. The group has 2 rooms. One for Leem, who is a Gran, which their stomachs make a lot of noise at night, and one for the remaining 4 Jedi. When they finally got to the Lost and Found, Solus revealed that the missing item was not actually hers and there was no issue. Scout was unhappy and needed Solus's assistance getting back to her room. Yoda, in his R2 disguise, has left the room, probably in search of the Padawans who he sent to get him food over an hour ago. Fidelis is the droid of House Malreaux, Wee's family home, and the home Dooku is in. Wee's mother is still alive and must be Worry. Fidelis is now at Wee's service, as instructed by his mother. Wee has gotten up to tell the others. Fidelis is following with the food. Scout saw the news bulletin of Yoda's death. Ventress did not kill Chuff, but kidnap him and make it look like Yoda died. Yoda stole a drink off 2 kid brothers, Donnie and Chuck Bratz, playing in the arcade. On his way out, Yoda saw the news of his death. Scout and Wee both ran back to their room from opposite ends, with Solus and Fidelis following each respectively. On the way back, they also found Yoda's R2. When they got back, the doors to the 2 rooms opened, releasing steam from Jai's shower and incense smoke from Leem's room, making the security system think there was a fire and setting off the alarms. Solus called Ventress to sell information of Yoda's true location. She is on her way now. Chapter 7. Yoda now has his own room. Jai spoke with Wee in the gym in the middle of the night. I think Wee has dreamed of his death, and Jai gave him words of advice about the dark and the light, although Wee has not revealed what his dream was about to another character or us, the reader. Scout, Wee, Solus, and Fidelis are in the dining hall of a spaceport while Jai and Liam buy their tickets to Vajun, the same spaceport Ventress was headed to. Battle droids entered the spaceport, causing chaos. Some of the security forces for the spaceport ran. Jai is taking many wounds in the battle, and I think he will die in this fight. Ventress has entered the spaceport with more assassin droids. Yoda's R2 unit was being held down in a tractor beam, so he could not join the fight. Yoda cut a hole through the ground and is waiting for Ventress, killing one of her droids and throwing the head through the hole. Liam has dropped to one knee after also suffering major wounds. Wee and Scout have also entered the fight, Scout hitting the ground hard after being shot. Solus has refused to join the fight as it is just animals dying. Fidelis advised Wee not to join the fight as it was bad odds. Chapter 8. Yoda found Chuff still in a battered Yoda disguise. Chuff had set Ventress's ship to activate the hyperdrive on a timer, which would badly damage the spaceport, but he had not thought about it until he said it aloud. Yoda seemed disappointed. Jai and Liam are very wounded, but have fended off 6 of the assassin droids that had gone after them. Now a fresh Ventress is ready to fight the Jedi Masters. Yoda aimed Ventress's ship to shoot out of the spaceport and do the least damage, injuring no one, but taking 4 assassin droids with it. Wee and Scout had destroyed 3 of the 4 assassin droids after them. Fidelis destroyed the assassin droid that had Scout in a chokehold. They saw Liam struggling to stay conscious while Jai was losing a duel against Ventress. Ventress killed Liam as she lay wounded. Liam told Jai not to fall to the dark. Jai, who was on the verge of summoning the dark side to try and beat Ventress, knew he was going to die either way and fought with the light for the last minute of his life. Ventress did not want to kill the Padawans as they were still young and could grow up and leave the Order. She was trying to convince Wee as he was very angered by Ventress killing his master. Wee revealed to Ventress that he dreamed his death. It was not at the spaceport, and he died by the hands of a Jedi. Seems Wee will turn once he returns home. Chapter 9. Sidious showed Dooku the news about Ventress's attack on the spaceport. Yoda is revealed alive and the hero. Jai and Liam are martyrs who saved innocent civilians, and Ventress cost Dooku another ship and multiple assassin droids. Palpatine spoke with Mace Windu. He offers a heartfelt request that Obi-Wan and Anakin travel to Vajun to replace Jai and Liam. Dooku hinted that he will kill Ventress. She told him that Sidious will have him killed when he becomes too powerful an apprentice. He has ordered her to return to Vajun, but has not said whether he will kill her on arrival or not. Solus contacted Ventress, unhappy that she only paid a third of the agreed price. She said she didn't get her target, was out a ship, and left the 2 children alive. Solus did not accept that covered the other 2/3, but Ventress didn't care. Mace Windu contacted Obi-Wan and Anakin, who were a 4 days journey from Coruscant, and told them to join Yoda on Vajun to help him with his encounter with Dooku. Wee was going to reveal things to Scout about his dreams, saying she had been in one before they left Coruscant. Then Fidelis started listening in. Wee got mad at Fidelis, and Scout told Wee he was cute when he was rude. Solus is no longer traveling with the group as they know he sold them out. Yoda bought a ship for dirt cheap, but it couldn't fly. While Wee and Scout were repairing the ship, Wee told Scout more about his dreams. He knows he dies to a Jedi, but the dream was so short he doesn't know who or where. Just that he was surprised when the lightsaber struck him. Yoda spoke with Fidelis to find the best way into Chateau Malreaux. Yoda, Wee, and Scout ate dinner prepared by Fidelis. Wee accused Yoda of not caring for his followers, which Yoda countered, and their heated discussion came to an end with Yoda saying, "Be a candle or the night, Padawan, but choose." Yoda shared stories of Jai and Liam's death. Yoda, Scout, and Wee took turns crying while remembering both of their lives. Both children saw Yoda as a candle in the darkness. Chapter 10. Yoda's ship has landed on Vajun. Dooku has sent droids to his landing position, but the group had escaped into nearby caves before the droids arrived. Solus is also on Vajun. Dooku found out about Wee and Fidelis and confronted Worry. Yoda left Scout, Wee, and Fidelis in the caves between where they landed and the house, as he didn't know if he could trust Fidelis or Wee. Wee is spiraling to the dark side the longer he is on Vajun. Dooku got word of a new ship coming down to land. Yoda is knocking outside of Dooku's office 5 stories up. Anakin and Obi-Wan landed next to Yoda's ship and began fighting droids guarding the cave Yoda, Scout, Wee, and Fidelis had entered. Anakin likes how strong the Force feels on Vajun. Anakin, ahead of Obi-Wan, wiped out lots of droids, throwing a grenade into the cave the droids retreated into, causing a cave-in. They are hoping there were no Jedi inside the caves. Fidelis guided Scout and Wee through the caves as they collapsed. Scout saved Wee's life as he got taken by a lake that had lost the rocks below it and started waterfalling. Fidelis got them through a cave entrance into Chateau Malreaux, where Ventress was waiting for them with 6 assassin droids. Dooku let Yoda in. Worry also entered, wanting Dooku to get Ventress away from the baby. Dooku sent her away, saying he was occupied with a guest. Yoda said something Dooku was not expecting. "Turn me, Dooku, I beg you. Show me the greatness of the dark side." Ventress made Fidelis wipe his mind to save Wee's life. Scout is bloodied from an attack from Ventress. They are in the room of Wee's first dream. Dooku and Yoda are sparring with words. Dooku realized if he converted Yoda to the dark side, the Force would be so unbalanced and Sidious would be destroyed. The galaxy has never seen someone so powerful switch from light to dark. Ventress is not letting Scout speak, convincing Wee to join her, just like the dream telling Wee to kiss Scout. Dooku revealed he had set a trap for Yoda, who said he already knew this, and that he would not join the dark side today. Wee made the choice to stay in the light, and in that moment Solus entered the room, destroying the assassin droids. Ventress destroyed Solus, but not before he could wound her leg. Scout and Wee ran out of the room. Ventress chased after them after using part of her shirt as a bandage. She ran straight into Obi-Wan and Anakin and immediately turned and ran away. Dooku seemed like he may listen to Yoda, but then he saw Obi-Wan and Anakin on a security camera. Seeing Anakin angered him, and Yoda and Dooku began to duel. Dooku threw Worry out a window. Yoda saved her, then focused on Dooku. Dooku, thinking he will not win the duel, launched a missile at the house and fled. Yoda, not wanting to let those inside die, focused on shifting the missile's course so it landed in the ocean and not on the house, allowing Dooku to escape. Yoda rejoined Obi-Wan and Anakin in the entryway. Anakin felt other beings and leaped around the corner with lightsaber drawn. He didn't strike Wee or Scout, but that was right when Wee had woken up from his dream. It was not a dream of his death, but him being found by Anakin. Obi-Wan watched as Ventress stole the ship he and Anakin had arrived on. Obi-Wan and Anakin, along with Yoda, Scout, and Wee, have returned to Coruscant. Wee did meet his mother after Dooku fled, but what Worry wanted was her baby. Wee is a stranger to her, now. Dooku has set up a new base on a different planet, unnamed, but with a beach. Worry cried when she read her future after Wee left. Her fox left her in the night, and she was alone. Padmé saw Anakin land at the Jedi Temple and got ready for him to visit. That is Yoda Dark Rendezvous. I really enjoyed this book, which was helpful because I read it in 3 days, and if it was a boring book, I wouldn't have been able to do that. I definitely recommend this one. The fun of Yoda running around as a little R2 unit is very enjoyable. Thank you everybody so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.